And there it is, NFC North champions for the first time in forever. And boy, what a game. You knew it was going to be tough going into enemy territory, winning on the road to a Vikings team that really had everything to play for as well. I mean, they went out, and if they went out, then we would lose 2 out of 3, and then they would just hope that we lose to the Cowboys. So the Lions do it. They are NFC North champions, and it's really cool to see. Obviously, when you win in that way, it's just, man, that's a complete team effort. A team that, we know the Lions are going to defensively are going to just give some stuff up. But when you're playing against the best wide receiver there, I mean, that's going to be problem. So 4 things I got for you on this game. First of all, the offense did what we needed. They moved the ball, they scored. You would have loved for them to close out the game there with 4 minutes to go, but the offense was the offense. No turnovers, I believe, from Jared Goff. That's exactly what you're looking for, exactly what we had to have down the stretch. Second thing, I thought defensively, same thing, right? Played is not as well, but I mean, you get 4 turnovers, you get 4 interceptions. So while the defense wasn't as dominant at times, or whatever, you get 4 turnovers. That's the game. You win. Next thing I have, Dan Campbell. When you come in to this, you come into this environment, or you come into this team. Sorry, I'm all flustered. You come into this franchise, and there's just been losing, unsure, think you're always going to lose. Things are always going to be bad. The fan base can't shake it. The team can't shake it. And so for Dan Campbell to come in and really turn this ship around, that's what it's like. I mean, you're going down this, you have this big ship that you have to turn around. It wasn't going to be easy, but he did it. So Dan Campbell, NFC North champions, going to the playoffs, home playoff game. What else could you ask for in this season? So I absolutely love it. Next thing is Iffy Melifonwu. What a guy. Braylon, appreciate you. What a guy. Love this guy. Comes in, forced fumble, interception to win the game. And man, he's a star. He might be a star that we have. So let's go division champions. That last interception. Oh, I mean, that's like the difference, right? Nick Mullins just throws an absolute duck there, but take advantage of it. Win, game over. NFC North champions with 11 wins. 11 wins. Yes, I agree. Iffy Melifonwu, I was nervous about him all the way from the beginning when we drafted him. Or not nervous, just kind of like, what do we got? Always injured, never playing. It's like, so what are we just going to cut this guy? Or like, what are we going to do? And finally he gets healthy. And when he gets healthy, he gets in and makes plays. So this was unbelievable. Just because, man, you saw it. Like, at Minnesota, who cares that they're on their third string quarterback? They're playing for everything. They've got a great defense on the road, white out. And so for the Lions to come in and win this is huge. So now here's what I'm going to show you is I'm going to go to, let's just take a track back in time here. And so to just really appreciate where we're at and how we've gotten here. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let's go here. Look at this. Oh, whoa. All right. You got the Lions of 2023 now moved to 11-4. In 2022, 9-8. But look at this stretch right here from 18, 19, 20, and 21. Oh my goodness. 6 wins, 3, 5, 3 wins. And you had Matt Patricia, then Patricia and Darrell Bevel comes in, and it's just terrible. And then, even in the Caldwell years, it was a lot of frustration. It was a lot of heroics, really, by Matt Stafford and Kelvin Johnson. So to be able to, and then, remember, then we go to Patricia thinking, all right, Patricia is just going to help us turn the corner. Obviously, that was a complete disaster these 3 years. But, we can go back even before that. You go to, there it is, 1993, Wayne Fonts, appreciate you. Wayne Fonts does a couple more years. Then he has that 5-11 year, and they go to Ross, Moeller, Morningweg, and this is where really things fell off for the franchises in the 2000s. When you go 2000s to 2010, Marinelli, Mariucci, and Morningweg. Oh my goodness, brutal. So the Lions, NFC North champs, can't say it enough. We're ahead of schedule really on this whole rebuild and what the Lions are doing. So it feels great to see NFC North champions going through a lot of stuff here. Because look at the 90s, right? You win in the 93 and then 94 to 99 when we still had Barry. You know, we're making the playoffs 4 out of 6 years here, but you're just, you know, you're not winning the division. You're not having a home playoff game. You got Barry Sanders, Crowell. Oh my goodness. This is just great. Look at this. And then, I mean, then you go in the 2000s, 2001, 2 wins, 3 wins, 5 wins, 6, 7, 3, 7, 0, 2. And the wins were just hard to come by. Oh my gosh. Brutal. Yes. We might get CJ Gardner-Johnson back. I still don't know what exactly is going to happen there. I think we stopped blitzing because if you're blitzing, then you're bringing basically an extra safety, or your safeties have to then man up, and it's like Jefferson really makes you like, what do you do? I agree. We're good when we blitz with Melanfonwu, and the blitzing just worked against Mullins, and I like that we were doing that. Let's go. NFC North champions, 11 wins. Like, this is just crazy. You remember when Dan Campbell got here in 2021, how just bad this team was. So credit goes to Dan Campbell and to Brad Holmes. Let me know in the comments here, Brad Holmes or Dan Campbell, who do you just like appreciate right now? Because again, Gibbs, awesome game from Gibbs. He did fumble, but last week it was Laporta. We took an Iowa tight end. Laporta's a star. We're taking Gibbs at 12th overall. Love it. So this is huge to see. And, you know, I really look at kind of what this means, because, man, if you don't win this game, you go to Dallas. Dallas has one of the best offenses, top 3 offense in the NFL. So you have to go to Dallas. I just don't think our offense can hold up and score enough points to keep up with the Cowboys at Dallas. And then you would come home for an all or nothing game for the NFC North. So it's like, man, to get this out of the way, get this done, road victory, all the things, right? Checks every box. It's hard to win in the National Football League. You saw it as they're driving down the field, 3rd and 27. Justin Jefferson catches it. I mean, just crazy how he's catching those balls. And so NFC North champions to move to wins that, you know, as you look at how this season played out, Lions have really dominated in the first third of the season. Then the middle third, it got rocky. Still were able to win, though. I think that's the important part. Got rocky. Offense wasn't doing as well. Defense was really getting gashed there, trying to figure out what we need to do. And now these last few games have really put it back together with the Saints, the Broncos, and now this game. It's like, okay, this is a team that is a division champion worthy team, right? But before that Saints game, it's like, I don't know. We lose to the Packers, we lose to the Bears. You know, we're just kind of, or no, we barely beat the Bears, then we beat then the Packers beat us, and it's like, oh man. Then we go on the road to New Orleans and beat them. It's like, okay, there we go. Then you hammer the Broncos, and now you go on the road to beat the Vikings. You deserve it. It's the NFC North Championship. Absolutely love it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on the player that you love. I mean, yeah, Iffy is just, man, he's making plays. He's showing up. Brian Branch continues to make plays. Got burnt there right at the end, but man, he's making plays. And what's really concerning, I guess, if you had to look at some current concerns from this game, is our defense. If we don't get pressure, our secondary just can't hold up. And, you know, I'd say that's most teams, right? If you don't get pressure, somebody's going to pop open eventually. But it feels like, we didn't get pressure right away. This is a problem. So I didn't like that from the game, but I loved how our offense and our team goes when our offense goes. Our offense wasn't outstanding. We didn't put up 40, 50 points. That's not what they need to do. Just consistently kind of getting first down, stay on the field, and Goff not turning the ball over produces wins, because our defense is good enough to get turnovers. You saw it here today, 4 turnovers. They're good enough. And that's what I loved seeing today was, when we put up the points, the defense can hang in there. So defense, shout out to them. I mean, I love it. Let's talk about this. Everything from blockers point, commission, not jumping the fumble. That's what I was waiting for Iffy to fumble after the pick. I know, same, right? Just kind of those old fashioned Lions feelings came back, where it was just like, oh boy, commish not just falling on the ball. I'm just like, dude, game over. No, next play, 30-yard pass. It's just like, oh my gosh. And then can we talk about the most untalked about player, Cam Sutton? He was shutting down Jefferson in the game until he started making insane catches. Totally agree. Cam Sutton is somebody that we've just not talked about a lot this year, because he hasn't made bad plays. He just makes good plays. The guy's been consistent for us. He's played a lot of football for us, and without him, we'd be in a lot of trouble, because he's the guy that we need, because our other corners are pretty bad. I agree. Best Christmas present is a NFC North championship for the first time ever. NFC North. First time winning the division that the Lions are in since 1993. I love it. I don't know what the boneheaded decisions really were. We have to expand on that. I thought generally went for it down there in the red zone when I didn't like it, and then we end up throwing a touchdown to St. Brown. So I was like, okay. But I thought there was a defensive adjustment that was good at late in that final drive. They're playing zone, which I thought was the right thing to do. Play zone, make Nick Mullins beat you, make him read the coverage. But really, there's no coverage to read. It was like, I'm going deep and I'm going to try to find the holes. So it's like, all right, we manned up. And I love that we did that. We manned up, too high safety, and we brought a little bit of pressure there on that final drive just to kind of mix things up. So I thought that was really good. So the Lions, 11 wins, man. That was huge. 11 wins with 2 games to play. So now you lock up the division, and what's really cool about it is you have some options now depending on how the rest of the games fall the next 2 weeks. So it could be a situation where the last game of the season, you have the division wrapped up, you have a home playoff game, and maybe you have the 3 seed locked up. You can't go up or down. That'd be kind of nice, because then you could sit and rest players. Maybe you have a chance for the 2 seed. Obviously, you'd play somebody. Who knows what you'd want to do, but you could do some different things depending on the way that 2nd seed, that 3rd seed kind of lines up. So, boom, division champs. Merry Christmas, Jeffrey. Thank you. This is 30 years. I mean, 30 years of this. So it's hard to really imagine. So if you're 40, let's say anybody 40 and younger has never really seen this. I mean, you're 10 years old. You didn't really know when the Lions won the division in 93. So if you're under the age of 40, this is like, I don't know, never really seen this. So I love it. Yeah, Jameson started to work in a bit more, which is nice. I think he has a shot to be a real threat in the playoffs. Absolutely. You see Jameson more a part of the game. You see us really with a lot of weapons, with Donovan Peoples-Jones caught a big pass today. So there's a lot of weapons outside, fresh legs. But yeah, Jameson's who we're going to need in the playoffs, just as a player to make plays and take the top off, maybe do something. That'd be huge. The UFC started. I didn't know that. Kings of the North. Mike Hard 313 said it again. What a game. What a year it's been for a Lions fan. Finally, we're Kings of the North. Let's go Lions. Absolutely. I was just saying, if you're under the age of 40, you don't know what this is. And then what we need to do, man, It's just this home playoff game. So now it's official. We have a home playoff game. Let's go. Home playoff game is going to be it's going to be wild. We've never seen anything like it. I don't even know. I don't even know what you do. Is there like national anthem type thing? Is there like a halftime show type of atmosphere for a playoff game? I don't know what it looks like. Never had one. Every year this is the first time. Let's not forget, this is the first time the Lions have made the playoffs since 2016. I mean, crazy. So the last time the Lions were in the playoffs was 16. Before that, that's the thing about this Lions team over these Stafford years. Gave you a little playoff run there in 2011. A couple years later, they just every now and then just sprinkled it in. And then, geez, that was a bad Patricia and a Caldwell. Nothing, not even playoffs. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Let's go. It's no one's working tomorrow, obviously. Well, maybe you are. Hopefully you're not. Christmas. Whew. Eat something good. Eat extra cheesecake. Eat some, have an extra drink for you. Just for me, for the Lions. This is let's go. Let's just keep going. Felt like a lot of penalties today. No, that's what all the delay of games. Yep, a lot of penalties. On the road, delay of games, some illegal formations. Like, come on. Yes, don't forget the 0-16 season. Just like never forget that, because there was a season when the Lions did not win a game. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. And it's really fun. Just the NFL season is just fun. It's just fun. Like when you're winning, and 11 wins to only 4 losses is exactly what you're looking for. So yes, there will be a video tomorrow. Yes, sir. Or girl, I don't know. Yep. I am 37. I am 37 as well, John. And I grew up with my dad watching all the Detroit sports, so I want Lions to win for him more than me. It would allow him to die happy. That's right. So that's great. Hold your dad, John. Or is he alive? Or what are you saying there? Yep. I totally agree. I'm 37 as well. So when I was 7 years old, the Lions won the division, and then they won a couple more games. They had a couple winning seasons in the 90s. And then when we really started watching, anybody that's around the age of 40, when you really started watching in 2000 is when it was terrible. 2000 to 2010 was just horrible Lions football. You wanted it. You wanted the black jerseys. You wanted the let's just look at this. Let me just show you a picture, and I'll just show you what I'm talking about. The 2005 Lions. This is when, we got Dre Bly. Oh my gosh, look at this. Dad is 68. All right, that's awesome. He's 68 years old, been watching the Lions forever. Yeah, I know, Mr. Simmons. We're just reminiscing how awesome this is, because at one time there was a team that we rooted for that went 0-16. Yes, this is a different team. You are right. Okay, Dre Bly's coming in. We're like, oh man, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're never gonna lose with Dre Bly. And let's just go to the 2005 season. The roster. Is it gonna show me? Oh yeah, Mike Williams. This is the draft. Sean Cody, Stanley Wilson, Dan Orlovsky. We took in 2005, thinking, let's go. Let's do this. Here's our roster. Sean Bryson, Kevin Jones are the running backs. Wide receivers are Eddie Drummond, Charles Rogers. We're like, we need you, man. Mike Williams, Roy Williams. It's like, man, wide receivers are loaded. Oh my gosh. No. Dre Bly. What am I doing? 2005 team's terrible. Okay. One pride, one playoff win, and we good. I'm with you. I don't see how we lose a playoff game. I really don't. But at the same time, I just really wanted to win the division. Anything after this is just house money. We won the division. Can kind of put that off. And then, but the best part, really, I mean, you look around the division too. It's like Vikings. Who knows what they do with Kirk Cousins? They probably do something. I don't know. You might, who knows what happens with Kirk Cousins? Packers. Jordan Love, is he that great? I don't know. And then the Bears, they're all over the place. So it's not like we're the dominant team right now. So we kind of ride this out. So it's not only this year, but it looks like, things are looking good for a while. Exactly, Jason. That's what I'm saying. If you're just like, cool, the Lions, that's everything has to be put in perspective. You're like, oh, the Lions won the division. That's really cool. Dude, you know what this means. Like, do you know those past teams? Don't forget the 0-16. Don't forget 2000 to 2010 when it was terrible. Don't forget when we fired Caldwell to bring in Patricia, thinking that'll be the guy to turn us around. That'll be the guy. Made us way worse. Then we had to bring in this Dan Campbell guy. It's like, I don't know. He's never been a head coach. Like, this doesn't feel good. And he's never met the GM. The GM's Brad Holmes. And I just don't know what, and then the next thing you do is like, oh my gosh, he's 3 years later, and here we are, division champs. Yep, I'm with you, Caitlin. Same here. You know what? I'm with you. Can't wait to get my shirt in half. Absolutely, I'm gonna get one. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Shout out. Can't wait to see all the social media stuff on the Lions here over the next couple of days. Locker room celebration, all the things that happen just after a division title. I don't know. We like popping champagne in the locker room. I feel like if there's ever a team to do that, I don't know if NFL teams do that when they win the division. I think they do. Do it. Pop the champagne in the locker room. Do it on the plane. Anything you can do. It just really doesn't matter. Yep, Sheila as well. Sheila, it's like, I don't know, is this, she takes over for her mom and dad. Her mom's just like 90, Martha. And it's like, well, Sheila, I don't know, does she know what to do or whatever? And then you bring in Chris Spielman as well. Remember Spielman was like, oh, that makes sense, right? To bring Spielman in, because I don't know. It's like, all right, let's go, man. Spielman will help us. He does. You just make a lot of smart moves. Even Barry Sanders, you're just kind of using him as like, why would we not use a legend to, just brand awareness type stuff and picking guys up from the airport when they get drafted, and then you bring in Kelvin Johnson back, and just a lot of really good things all around. So Detroit Lions are going to win the playoffs and the Super Bowl too. Yep, I agree, Brett. Let's do it. I don't know. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. It's been awesome. Anything can happen after losing the Bears and the Packers. Take the win. You can absolutely. You take the win. You take it all. And obviously the team was getting shirts, hats with the win. So I guess they already had division champs apparel made up. Absolutely. Ben called a good game. Didn't agree with some of the trick plays though, especially when pounding it down their throats. Yep. And yeah, I don't like a swing pass out late like that. That had me really, really nervous. I remember Chris Spielman playing half a season with a torn pectoral. I never saw I could do that in his position. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. So the Lions win the NFC North, knock the Vikings just right out. Vikings, you suck. You suck. And Lions win. NFC North champ. Appreciate Nolan for hopping in here. He's got nothing better to do. It's Christmas Eve, and poor guy's in here. Poor guy. Nolan, we killed you. We killed you. And you're probably not going to make the playoffs either. So Lions win. NFC North champs. Unbelievable. NFC North champs, Nolan. Nolan, and your quarterback's probably going to leave you. Hawkinson's terrible. His knees hurt. Oh, my gosh, Nolan. It's all right. Next year, Nolan, I bet you guys will be all right. Not going to be better than the Lions, though. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing, man, is the Lions are going to control this division now for the next couple of years. The way Brad Holmes has been drafting, our best players are young. St. Brown, Penei Sewell. Goff's been playing well. Off defensive line is only going to get better. The defense as a whole is going to get better. So it's like, let's go. I'm having fun with this, Nolan. No, it's not. It's not, because you look at our offensive line's better than yours. Our quarterback's better than yours. Wide receiver, you have Justin Jefferson, but we have 4 different receivers. Our tight end's better than yours. Yep, I said it. Defensively, you're better a little bit, but I mean, not really. So I love that. Yes, Chewy. He is. What an animal. No one is salty. I think the Vikings should have played Dobbs. I do too. Nolan, why don't you play Dobbs, man? Well, Kirk is not playing. He injured his Achilles. So he's out. So he's not playing. NFC North champs. So when you're the champs, you can talk crap. So Nolan made. Thank you for helping out with this live stream, Nolan. Because really, we were like, I don't know, what do we do? We don't know what to do. We've never been NFC North champs. Now look at us. Oh my gosh. That's right, Chris. Great name. Oh man. And I know that's the thing. It's like we've been there, Nolan. We've been there, man. It's not fun. It's not fun. Finishing second or third in the division. We've done that. Boy, we finished third in the division a lot, it feels like. But yeah. Nolan. Appreciate you, Nolan. Oh. Yeah. And Kirk, we'll see what Kirk does when he comes back. But right now, Goff we have a better quarterback than the Vikings. Am I crazy to say that? I mean, come on. So Nolan, just having fun. We don't know what to do. We've never won the division before. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And yeah, you're right, Chewy. I can't either. King of the North. It's unbelievable. See everybody. Thank you so much. I apologize for directing a win. The team is good enough. Why do you play so passive when you have a team down? Unleash the beast. We just need to upgrade the killer instinct finishing. Yeah, I mean, I get that. It's easy to say that though. I mean, you're trying to, but then you get aggressive and they throw one over the top to Jefferson and be like, "What are we doing? Don't get beat deep." GG's though, good game to watch. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you're saying something nice or mean or what, but no, good game. Good game. Crazy. I mean, no deep throws today. I saw that as well. I'm not sure. The Vikings they were playing the weird defensive line front where I just don't think we had time to get it out of there. Love it. Love it. Love it. Man, NFC North champs. NFC North champs. All right, everybody. Catch you on the next one.